I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runser, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't let's forget who pays your salary. We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait! I haven't finished with you. I told you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I. That is the price for humility.
Oh, please, don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Not my animals, please. I'm begging you.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh, my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. In the forest of the night.
VR 61661, report to precinct headquarters, code 3, repeat code 3.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief, considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the second sector.
VR 61661, report to division headquarters, code 3, repeat code 3.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew. Year and a half on the job, it was still the dirtiest work I'd seen. Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden's sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover. Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal murder done at Runciter Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid blitz, but we got the call. Old man Runciter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Slumming tonight, Slim?
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
Couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put them on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runciter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-world paid vacation. You can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
بتطلع؟ المركز وين؟
Tôi rất mong anh ngang nạn nhanh đi.
Quá hy vọng chắc chắn.
Mấy giờ tôi phải
أي
tới
ساعة
đó
لازم
đó?
نكون هناك؟
Xin hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát ở đâu ạ? Ông đó đang nhìn
Cái
mình.
gì vậy cái chào. Sao mấy chị quá yên cái gì vậy?
بعدين معاها.
Cái đồ ăn ở đó rất là ngon.
المركز وين؟ الزلمة هذا
Cái đồ
عشان
ăn ở
بتطلع؟
đó rất là ngon.
Kia làm mai chỉ ra chào. Quá hy vọng
Tôi rất
chắc
mong
chắn.
anh ngang nạn nhanh đi. Cái đồ ăn ở đó rất là ngon.
الزلمة هذا عشان بتطلع؟
Xin hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát ở đâu ạ? Mấy giờ tôi phải tới đó đó? Tôi rất mong anh xin hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát ở đâu ạ?
What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runsiter holding up?
أي ساعة لازم نكون؟
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
بعدين معاها.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
At least 2. Bloody footprints all over the scene.
المركز وين؟
Must be a delightful sight.
أي ساعة لازم نكون هناك؟
يعني جاوي cái chào.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair. McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was 2 men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent. My precious one. She was my baby.
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for a short while. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there. My precious one. She was my baby.
A toy dog. Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself. A candy bar. Yuck. See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment. Here you are. My precious one. She was my baby.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you. Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself. Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair. Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault.
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone, and he's a very reputable wholesaler. I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously. There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for a short while. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you. You got any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Jinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that. I believe this is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
My precious one. She was my baby.
Well, isn't that cute?
31 Metro 3, LA copy. 31
Well, isn't that cute?
I'm ruined! Totally ruined! My precious one. She was my baby. My precious one.
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft, the small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance. Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
I never did appreciate art.
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it.
أي ساعة لازم أكون هناك؟
Ông đó đang nhìn mình. Tôi rất mong anh đang làm nhanh đi.
Laboratory. Ground floor. Lockup. Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range. Laboratory. Mainframe and shooting range. Roof. Laboratory.
Got anything new for me, Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. We got the animal corpses from Runcitas, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runciter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Animoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
And they're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week. Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runcitas is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Laboratory, mainframe, and shooting range.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy, Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Guzzo was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Guzzo can be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy. Hit the lock, Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Target and shoot all threats. Do not shoot innocents. Confirm target as hostile before shooting. Completed sequence. Proceed to next station. Completed sequence. Proceed to next station. Completed sequence. Proceed to next station. Completed all sequences. Proceed to exit. Scanning video disk. 2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Run sitter crime scene. Run sitter crime scene.
A sushi menu from Howie Lee's. Give me a hard copy of that.
Run sitter crime scene. Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete. Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete. Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Howie Lee's. Bryant once got food poisoning there, so he shut it down for a couple of months. Now it was always good for a freebie.
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Roof, laboratory, mainframe and ground floor. Lockup. Ground floor.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it. Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
What do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
Laboratory, mainframe and shooting roof.
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen. McCoy, LPD, I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
Got to mix more out back.
McCoy, LPD. Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
Are you taking any drugs? What's real fresh tonight?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up, no one else. Clean as a whistle.
You're Prince, Howie. This from your place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
This from your place, isn't it?
Yes, sir. You do Howie favor? Distribute all through our police station?
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new suits.
See you later, Howie. You're a pretty smart-looking cat. Want to make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a bug. Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
Excuse me, pal. Howie says you're a master chef.
You not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. I'm looking for a girl, about 14 years old with pink hair. You seen her?
I don't know her.
Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Ray McCoy, Rep Detect. See you later, Howie.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments. Roof. Ground floor. Apartment. Ground floor. Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job, and the retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner. Here you go, baby. Dinner time. No messages. I'm in demand. Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time. Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Your floor number, please.
Ground floor.
Your floor number, please.
Roof.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you. Run sitter, crime scene.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
Your floor number, please.
Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. I've gotten all I can from that. Well, isn't that cute? Big caliber, possibly off-world combat weaponry. Ballistics might give me a fix on it.
Laboratory.
Anything else?
The shell casings from Runciter should be in the Museum of Military History.
How's that?
They're from an Ender rifle. It's standard issue off-world military hardware. Heavy caliber. That puppy can punch right through a tank.
What can I conclude from that?
Whoever used this piece didn't just walk into their local sporting goods store and buy it. Those babies are collectibles, and they ain't cheap.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Roof. Lockup. Ground floor.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Roof.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming. Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high. Interesting. Interesting.
Roof. Laboratory.
Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinner drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Big caliber, possibly off-world combat weaponry. Ballistics might give me a fix on it.
The shell casings from Runsiter should be in the Museum of Military History. They're from an Ender rifle. The shell casings from Runsiter should be in the Museum of Military History. They're from an Ender rifle. It's standard issue off-world military hardware. Heavy caliber. That puppy can punch right through a tank. Whoever used this piece didn't just walk into their local sporting goods store and buy it. Those babies are collectibles, and they ain't cheap.
Roof.
See you later, Howie. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Are you taking any drugs? I need to ask you, you got anything that's a match for these?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone, and he's a very reputable wholesaler. I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved. There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for a short while. She's about 14 years old with pink hair.
The shell casings from most of them were shot point blank.
Howie Lee's. Bryant once got food poisoning there, so he shut it down for a couple of months. Now it was always good for a Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself. Howie Lee's in Chinatown.
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant, it's from a ground car. The angle of impact was almost head on, and there ain't too many...
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault.
See you later, Howie.
Your floor number, please.
Ground floor.
Your floor number, please.
Roof.
I've gotten all I can from that. I've gotten all I can from that.
mainframe, and shooting range.
Run sitter crime scene.
Hello there, Lucy. Give me a hard copy of that. It's some kind of insect. Give me a hard copy of that.
Run sitter crime scene.
Muddy boots. Guess he's from out of town. Give me a hard copy of that.
Run sitter crime scene.
A black ground car. Looks like it's been around the block a few times. Give me a hard copy of that. Local license plate. Give me a hard copy of that.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete. Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Ground floor.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Roof.
This girl ever eat around here?
Nah, all gaijin look like the old man.
See you later, Howie. You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh? A big guy run past here?
Hey, maybe spare some chinion? Thanks. The big man, he kinda limping. That away.
Totally uninteresting. Totally uninteresting. Yuck. Totally uninteresting. Locked. 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 Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high. Locked. Locked. See you later, Howie. See you later, Howie.
Mainframe and shooting range. Laboratory.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Lockup. Laboratory.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Roof.
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that. I checked with UN Air.
Looks your rep swung that moon bus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s, so don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.